Welcome to my world of crochet. I'm blessed to come from a family of crafty women. Both my grandmothers used. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, every shot from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. In the morning, as the afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, never shut from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. Moonlights, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. We'll stay young forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, never shut from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. Good morning, everyone. Wonderful to see anyone who checked in this morning. It is 8:33 Central European Time, and I'm live. And yeah, um, it's my last morning tea live for the period. Oh well, it's maybe not be my last morning tea live in that sense. I'm probably gonna hang around eventually in the future. Um, I haven't really decided what's going to happen with my morning tea lives, but the thing is, today is my very last day at my corporate job. So, um, today is the last day, at least when we do morning lives, that I'm a bit more limited on the time that I can hang around with you guys. I do have a few things to do. We have like a goodbye meeting in the morning, and I just have to do regular stuff during the day, though. But I do sense that a lot of people is going to check in with me and say hello and goodbye and good luck and stuff like that as well. So I'm not 100% sure yet what the day is going to bring, but I am definitely sure it's going to be just fine. Um, as always, obviously we do have morning tea, and I do apologize because I do think that the garbage truck is about to come past. It is the garbage truck picking up all the garden trash, basically. Um, um, yeah, leaves, grass, etc. When you make sure your garden looks nice. Um, and it's outside right now. So if you do hear a bit background noise here the next few minutes, it is just my garbage. Well, it's the government's garbage truck coming around picking up the green biological trash. Of course, I do have my tea, and this tea this morning. Normally, I've been doing picnics for quite some time. We have questions to talk about, etc. This morning, my tea is not a pickwick tea. It is a loose tea blend. It is from the city of Nijmegen, and it's called Droomvlucht. Droomvlucht translates into English into a dream flight, and that is a little bit what this is going to be. Because leaving my corporate job and now taking 5 weeks of vacation before officially being unemployed means that I go into the um, unemployment agency basically. I do have some right on unemployment benefits for a few months, and then I'm basically on my own. And of course, unless I find a new corporate job before then, I don't know really know what. So I am looking for jobs definitely, but it has to be the right ones. I have to enjoy what I'm doing, and I can survive for a bit without. So it's probably going to be a bit more of a crochet adventure the coming time because I actually do have the time for it. Hey, happy days for us that loves crochet. So Droomvlucht is this lovely loose tea blend, and it is, I do believe it's strawberry leaves and it's cornflower leaves, sunflower leaves, saffron, and some sort of black tea. But it's quite nice, and it has this light sweet taste. And I'm suspecting that might be the strawberries. I'm just wondering if it's still too hot to drink. Let's find out. Mm, just on the edge, just on the edge. I have to be careful not burning my tongue here. Um, what I do is I've been working lately on a new bag, and I put the bag into the bag to help keep track of it. Sorry. Um, so about a month ago, I made this summer shopper bag, and I had enough yarn to make a second. So that is basically what I started on doing here. I do realize I should probably have weighed up. I think I did. I still have 85 grams on this, and technically, I'm at the last round of the crossed double crochets here. But I actually want to make another round. So I just want to add one round of crossed double crochets to this bag. And then I want to start on the border and the shoulder strap. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to increase the shoulder strap by just a few centimeters because I feel the original version, which I followed the pattern to intensity, um, is slightly too short. Not much, just like a bit. Um, so I also did one round less here on the bottom to ensure that I have enough yarn because the other one, when I finished that, I had exactly enough yarn to literally, yeah, I think I still have it laying here. Like, yes, this was the amount of yarn I had left from the original bag one. And when I'm looking at how much I have left now, I can easily do one more round and still have enough to add the straps, I think. So, and in worst case, I do have a little extra here to help me get through. So that's basically what my intention is. I am going to add these one more round of a crossed double crochet all the way around. And I started off with a stacked double crochet because what I do find, and that's what I've learned, is instead of doing the change, if I chain, it leaves a much more visible joint here. Let's see if I can get it to show here. That's the chained version, where this one, the stacked double crochet, you only know where I start because you can see the stitch marker. So I'm doing the stacked double crochet to start it off with, or actually I start with a small slip stitch and then I do a stacked double crochet and then I go on. But that's basically the goal. I am going to see if I can get all the way around here before the end of this live. I see we do have more people coming in. Good morning to you guys, or good evening, whether the time is at your place. Um, And I do hope that it's a good time. Yeah. Hello, Frosty. Nice to see you. You're laid up, I know. It is morning here, and this is my regular morning live stream, which I just said, hey, I am with this regular morning live streams. It's gonna change. Well, I might still do them. Still require me to get early up, which probably wouldn't be bad. Um, but um, that that the future's becoming different, right? Like I'm becoming unemployed. Wonderful. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs. If you haven't given me thumbs up, please give me a thumb up. It does help me. And setting your thumbprint, it's wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so for now we are just crocheting along on these on the summer shopper bag. I have been thinking if it would be interesting for you guys if I sort of get a face over camera, basically recording what goes down here, or because, or maybe even from my chest or something like that, so you can see what's going on. I've been thinking at least on maybe doing it. Um, because some people would like to kind of catch up on that. So that is in my thought process as well for adding, because I can easily set up the streaming software to handle like a dual screen somehow, or a dual camera setup. So I could do that. I could do that. That's for a future decision, me. In the beginning, I'm just gonna finish work today. I'm gonna make sure that I have all the information I need in case that they actually don't pay me my last salary. They should. And then once that's kind of done and gone, then life moves on. I need to pack down a workstation, which is really nice because I get my table back. Well, my full kitchen table, kitchen table. It's my dinner table, which I've been used as an office for like 3 years. Um, it's a nice big one, and during the daily life, it's not too big of a bother because we don't need the size, full size. But I have to say, I am kind of looking forward for this big monitor to go away and stuff like that, and to get a bit more room. That is going to be nice, I think. Yeah. So right now I'm just chipping along, making double crochets. And hopefully we can get all the way around. And then I need to, if I remember right, it's a round of half doubles and a round of maybe singles. And then you start on the strap. I hear lots of sounds outdoor. I wonder if, is it thunder? Do you have some noise? It is definitely autumn here. I can feel it. I am actually in a long coat today. Temperature has plummeted with a solid 10 plus degrees Celsius compared to last week. This weekend, this past weekend, was our last really, really good, like late summer day. And Sunday we did the barbecue. Saturday we did some cleanup of the garden. I had some time to crochet. I actually got some stuff finished, and made good progress on some other stuff, but I'll talk to you about that in a new Yanda update. Yippee! And I just now, a day have time to do stuff, which is going to be really, really nice. I have a few things I need to get settled, like I do want to um, go probably to the city center tomorrow because I do need to. Like my phone has been telling me it's been dying for the last half year, and it has its moments. It has its good moments where I'm like, oh, I'll be good for another half a year, and then it has its moment where I'm like ready to throw it out basically before the day's done. So the best would probably, in my case, be to admit and get a new one, especially why I can still get some um, hand-in costs. Like you can like do trade-offs where they basically they offer you an amount for your old device. Um, so that might be where I'm best off right now, actually, and might be what I'll do, just because it's possible. Um, Plus, I noticed I also need to get some review done on my subscription because apparently now it's possible to get like more data for less. So basically now they're just ripping me off. I can get like more than double what I have now in my subscription for like €7 less a month. That's a nice saving, especially considering the fact that I'm soon maybe to be unemployed. Um, and it's like a permanent saving, right? It's not like it will increase again. It's gonna be like this is your new subscription fee from here on until you decide to change it. Um, so that's definitely also something I need to look into. Um, Many things. And when I then have to go to the city regardless, I might just have to drop by the yarn store because I do have a few ideas and I just want to have a good look. And if I'm there anyways, I'll probably do a small recording for you guys. Um, that was my first idea. And then, of course, I have a bunch of things else to do. I have so many things that's prepared and ready. I even make plans for new projects. I found, um, I noticed like Lucas Jans has a new make along, and it's basically make whatever you want. It has to be neon slash Halloween colors. Um, And I'm like, yeah, actually, why not? I have the time to do it. And you have like a month or so. I think it's 3rd of November, maybe 2nd, 3rd November it ends. So I thought maybe I should just do it. And if I enter it or not, I don't know. But he's inspired me to do it. And I actually have a cake from hubby laying around, which I want to make I do believe it's named Ultimate Sacrifice shawl from. I do have the pattern link somewhere. I just need to find exactly where. And my thought was to make that. I will talk about that also on the Yarn Talk video on Friday. Um, I'll show you the yarn I wanted to use with it. And the reason for that is obviously that I finished a shawl this week. I still need some blocking and so on, but I finished a shawl last night, actually, before I went to bed. And then it's time to find a new project. And I do have a few other projects I want to get started, but some of them have been pending. I also have some ongoing, but I said many of things have been pending basically for me to get 5 weeks of vacation, and then, well, I will have to do stuff for the unemployment issue, of course, but they won't demand me full time. I just need to be able to start a job at any given day, which is fair enough. And I need to apply for jobs. They do have rules though. For example, I'm not expected to apply on a position lower than what I had for the first 6 months, but I only have rights on 3. That has to do with how long you actually worked um, with like within a specific period of time. And I only have the rights on 3, so I will never get into that issue. And yeah, most of the jobs that's similar to what I have, I will decrease or go down in salary with like 400 to 500 euros a month. And sorry, I'm not going to do that for the same amount of hours per week. Then I will definitely find something else. The question is what? And I don't know that yet. But I do know I've really missed my freedom of being self-employed, and I do still have a company. So what I might do instead is to crank up what I do there and add a few other things, and be happy for the very few cents YouTube brings me as well, because that is obviously an avenue I did not have in the past. So I've been working corporate for a bit more than 3.5 years, almost 3.5 years, 3 years and 4 months to be exact when I'm done. And um, I've enjoyed having a paycheck coming in every month, knowing exactly the amount being on that paycheck. Um, that I have really enjoyed. Uh, but I have not enjoyed the lack of freedom to easy decide when I have vacation. We are going good, by the way. We are about halfway around. This is starting point, and yeah, we're about halfway around on this round. Plenty of yarn to go. Definitely not concerned. Um, Cross double crochets. It's going pretty easy, and I don't think this is the last time I'm making this bag. Might be a bit before I make it again though, but it's definitely not the last time. I actually want to get a few yarns to try some hat patterns, and the yarns are pretty soft. They are worsted weight, and they're good to test stuff out with basically and see how and what was my thinking. Yeah. Um, so are you working on anything specific today, or are you just hanging out with me, or what are you up to here at this time of the day? I have to say, the morning streams have never been super popular. Um, Probably a reason for that is a lot of my viewers, you guys are in America, and in Americas right now it is in the middle of the night, or getting to midnight. Like if you're all the way over on the American West Coast, I do believe right now it is 7 minutes to midnight. So you will be excused if you're kind of heading to bed because you have to work the next morning. I will not blame anyone for that. And of course, if you are like in New York right now, it's close to 3 in the morning. I totally understand the limitation it poses. I also found some other scrap yarn. I want to make a headband from it. Using the same crochet hook as I use here right now. This is a 5mm hook. The benefit of those is that I've done a lot of 3mm, 3.5mm projects, but using 5mm hooks, it just works up quicker. It's a reality. It does work up quicker. Even I can feel that. And Nightbot is nicely hanging out with us. Maybe I should actually ask Nightbot the weather here, but he will make me depressed. It's getting winter. Well, autumn. We start with an autumn, right? It is starting to be autumn. Um, See what Nightbot says. Normally you should say something. Maybe he's asleep. Seems like it. Oh no, here he is. He says, for my location right now, the conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 58 Fahrenheit, which equals 14 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from south-southwest at 12 miles per hour, so 19 kilometers an hour. And the current humidity is 90, which I totally believe because it's been raining this morning. It's not raining anymore, but I do believe it rained when I got out of bed. Good morning, Station. What you missed is me talking about leaving my corporate job, which is kinda the general topic it's been the past few months. But the fact is, today is my very last day, which means that I am definitely a very happy camper in the sense of um, I'm actually looking forward to be unemployed, which is kind of odd. Looking forward to not having my regular income. Kind of odd, isn't it? Um, so so what I said is like, what I've really enjoyed being corporate the last 3.5 years is that or 3 years, 4 months, is that I've always known on that date or out that date I get a paycheck. This is the amount on the paycheck that I've really enjoyed. Um, but I've really missed my freedom. So I've used to be self-employed. I have always been able to say, okay, now I'm on vacation. Now I'll do that. Now I'll do that. But the uncertainty of your income is so much higher. Like there is no guarantee of your income basically. And that has its downsides. But I've always been able to make enough to kind of come around and so on. And of course, I do have the benefit that my partner has a good job, so he can cover mortgage and all the like normal costs of living. So I basically just need to make enough to take care of myself in the sense of I need to be able to pay my insurance, I need to be able to um, pay food. If I want to go somewhere, I need to be able to pay that, etc. So anything I earn is kind of has to cover for me. Yes, more time to spend on YouTube, more time to spend on crocheting, more time to do lots of stuff. And what I also said is that my plan is tomorrow because I desperately need a new phone. My phone is like 4.5 years old. It is starting to show its signs on poor battery. I could replace the battery, but that might buy me a year at best. But I feel my money is better spent trading in the phone, getting the amount value worth, because apparently it's still worth something for the trade in. Like I can get like 100 and somewhere between 130 and 150 euros for it. Um, and then simply buy a new one. And I can write it off on my company even because, hey, I have a company. And I do use my phone for two things. And that's another benefit of uh, doing or adding this YouTube part to my business number because then I can argue I need the phone already for when customers is paying me by card. I have another business where I go to events and basically make made to measure earplugs, and I have a card paying machine where they will pay me by card, and I need my phone for that. So, but adding this is basically when I do most videos, I do use my phone for recording them. I also use my phone if I am out in a store, etc. So it would make sense actually to do it like that. Um, and when I'm in the city tomorrow to handle that, because I also realized I can fix my subscription and save money on that and get more for it. Um, I am going to go buy one of the yarn stores because, oh, well, yarn stores. It's the store that sells a bit of everything, including yarn, and it's like value yarn, but they do have some really nice, a few really nice lines, which I want to pick up a few skeins from. because I have this idea. I want to make a few beanies or hats, and probably maybe even consider selling them locally and see if that's actually something that could pick up. And if I'm going there to buy some yarn, hey, guess what? Then I can make a little recording for you guys when I'm there. And I'll throw it on YouTube, which is probably going to be like, then I need a little bit of recording time and so on. So, but it will get there within a few weeks, basically, usually, because I need to do some editing after that. And usually I have to do voiceovers because the noises in those stores are loud, or they have the music so high you wouldn't be able to hear me decently. I've tried that once where the music was so hard that I almost had the feeling I need to wear earplugs or earmuffs or something like that because it was so damn loud in there. Um, so usually when I do recordings in stores, I do voiceovers afterwards because point one, I don't get copyright infringements from YouTube because there's some famous numbers playing in the background where the artist should be credited for it. And point two, you're 100% sure you can actually hear what I'm saying. So I think I'm gonna go on that trip tomorrow because the sooner I get that done, the better. And the provider I have, oh, sorry, just a moment. The provider I have or use, they actually like offer extra trade-in right now for your old device, which I might, yeah, that makes good sense to make use of that. Every use saved is a euro earned, or dollar saved is a dollar earned, is what they say. So I'm very close here to meeting up thens. Yes, I know you do. You do have to be a bit patient because it's probably still going to be a week and a half or something like that before it goes up. Maybe 2.5, somewhere between a week and a half and 2.5 weeks. It's probably going to be a Monday video, is what I'm expecting right now. And I have something for Monday planned because for Monday I have the very last, what is it called? The last crochet tutorial where I switched it to left. I'm working on a second summer shopper bag. It's the cross double crochet, which I also have to make a tutorial for. Not the bag, but the stitch tutorial for this. This is the original, the one I made about a month ago, and I'm making a new one, except this new one I think I'm making nicer. But this is approximately what it's going to turn out to be, a nice bag. And I am on the last row here of the cross doubles. And the cross doubles is so easy, simple to do. I just think they could be really gorgeous in a shawl as well. I do have some shawl design ideas I want to do as well. And of course, benefit here is also that I have time to make more tutorials for you guys. Oh my goodness! Hey Tank, I did not expect you to be alive at this, or alive, sounds wrong. I did not expect you to be awake at this hour of the day because it's like, what, 3 a.m. at your place? But yeah, so I'm basically going the last bits around here and I'll be here for about, let's see. That was one more round added. Yes, I like it too. It is pretty amazing, to be honest. It's pretty nice. But I have, I think, improved the design ever so slightly. So in this bag, you can see at the side, this is where every round starts because I've done that with chains. They are double crochets and I've done them with, I do believe it's chain 2 or chain 3 or something like that. And then you start on the cross doubles. Here, instead, I actually decided to do stack doubled and then do the crossover. And that looks so much nicer because what you can see, give me just 4 more stitches and I can actually show it. I'm happy you are live, Tank. I'm very happy you are live. Trust me. Um, I am. Um, it just, yeah. I'm not sure if I would be alive in 3 in the morning. Maybe in the future I will be, and then I'm not so alive at this hour of the day. Have to find out. But there's so many things going on. There's so many things that's I see it as positive getting let go. So I just finished this round, but here you can't see the crossover. So this is the first improvement on this bag. And that's why I do the stack double instead of the chain, because it looks so much cleaner. Then what I also want to do is with this strap, let's see, if I take it on, I have the feeling, it's actually, I think a white strap is nice, but I think it's just, 1 stitch or 2 stitches too wide, probably 2 stitches, because the weight goes in, you like decrease with the same amount on both sides for the decrease and increase. So that would make sense just to decrease it by 2 stitches, and therefore it's like less fluffy in the outer edge. Plus, what I also want is I want to increase it with a few more rows on the strap, to kind of lower it a little bit when carrying it, because I feel it's just an inch, so to say, too close to my armpits when I'm carrying it. I think it's hard to actually show. Let me see if I can. Can we adjust the camera a bit and see if I can show it better? Right? Like, I just want it ever so slightly lower. So, I'm actually happy with version 2 of what I'm doing. Just gonna get you guys up again. So, quite happy with this version 2. Honestly, I really am. Version 2 is nice. And I have a feeling I am gonna get closer to a finish today on it. Depends on how busy my last day at work will be, but we will start with a morning meeting in like 20 minutes time, so I can't be here for too long. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. It would be nice with a little longer. So now I still have enough yarn to do it, but I had to adapt a bit because, as I said, I had exactly 6 skeins of this cotton yarn, which is just like a value cotton, a DK cotton. And that's what I had left on after 3 skeins on the first one. So I need to make sure that I have enough yarn for it. So I made 1 round less. So it is 1 round smaller, about. So it has bit fewer stitches in the round, but it's not a lot. You can barely see it actually. And then I'm gonna decrease the width just by a little bit, and then I can add in 5 to 10 more rows on the strap. That's my thinking. And yes, it leaves room also for winter coat. Winter is coming. Yeah, Game of Thrones totally here. Winter is coming, and it is. The winter is coming. It is definitely on its way. I'm not in doubt. So what I just wanted to check, because I do think that I get all sorts of other search results. That's not what I want. I do think that it's nice to have a winter coat underneath if I want to bring it with me. Ouch. Where could I have it? I also planned for new shawls and projects because hey, I have time. I might end up having a Mount Vip more as well. No, not completely. I just have some ideas. Nothing new there. Many ideas, much more time to do them. There it is. There it is. I just want to see if it's actually. I do recall, if I'm right, it's a round of cross doubles. Repeat this 18 rounds total. And then it's half double every stitch in the tail round and finish with a slip stitch. And I'll do like a stacked one for that one, so as well. Yeah, it's scary how time is flying. I'm definitely not gonna finish around on that, but I will do my best. So I need to do a round of half doubles, and then I need to do, I do believe it's a round of single crochets, and then we have to start at the straps. Wow. Yeah, because in the following round, chain one, work one single crochet on each stitch to turn around, finish with a slip stitch. Yeah, I can do that, easy peasy. Oh wow, already? Because I was checking. I do have the weather app, Windy, um which is an app I've had since. So a really good friend of mine goes flying, airplane flying. He has these he doesn't have an airplane, but he's a member of an airplane club, and he can like rent an airplane, and we go once in a while. I joined him, and we have a flight. Um, and he showed me the app he's using before he's like kind of judging where he would fly on the day and so on. Because what he basically do is he grabbed this small Cessna and he flies out, and he flies for somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, and then he grab some lunch, and then he fly back home. Um, and he uses this absolutely gorgeous app, and I noticed the weather alerts definitely coming in. Right now it's hanging around Cuba, but I can't see. I don't know if this is going to show on camera. Let's see. Just for a minute, I need to see what I'm doing. Yep, it is definitely not looking good. And I can put a expectancy play on it, and it will actually show movements kind of in real time. And this is still like Thursday midday my time, so it's still like a few days. It's gonna hit like Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening my time. So that's like what, Thursday morning. And I have friends in Tampa in Florida, so I'll probably have to write her and hear if she's all right, because that's concerning. It's gonna head in. Well, it's gonna head in north of Tampa, I think, but still, it's the wind isn't in the center of the eye, right? It's in the outer edge. So that's definitely concerning. So I'm praying for safety for everyone. So I guess you have bad weather from the front of it as well, because 3 weather alert is really crazy. Here it's just autumnish. Kind of happy we don't have these extreme weathers, even though sometimes it feels like it. The Dutch will say they have extreme weather when they get 20 centimeters of snow, which is like one from my tip of my finger to the tip of my finger, which is a bit funny. Laughed with them a few times about that. I remember the first winter I was here. Um, I woke up a Sunday morning. Was it a Monday morning? I don't remember. After getting home, and it was snowing badly, and my partner didn't leave in winter tires on the car, and I'm like, you're crazy if you don't, basically. But that's because I'm coming from further north, and they were like, oh, we had a massive snowfall, no record, 29 centimeters of snow, which is like I don't know, 10 inches, not even. And result was basically me laughing, and I called my mom because I knew that they had snow, and I think they, compared to the 29 centimeters they have gotten in the Netherlands, which was a new record for a day, my parents were like having 80 centimeters laying around, and I'm like, just a tiny difference. I don't miss the snow though. The only time I don't mind snow is if it's still cold and the snow is like, I wouldn't say ice, but it's cold. Because when snow starts melting, it gets so slushy and muddy and ugh, that I hate. I don't mind the snow when it's there and it's cold. And actually, snow has its benefits. I'd rather have snow laying and -10 degrees than I would want to have no snow at -10 because that's colder. Snow does sort of insulate a bit. No, yeah, unfortunately, Cygnus does not take any snowy days. Did they change the path? Because I thought the weather app I showed has a reasonably correct compared to distance, at least with the one you sent last night. I don't know if they changed it a bit, the course, but yeah, it still sucks. Hope it's gonna get better though. Hope it's not gonna be as bad as they predict. That's the best we can hope. And be prepared for the worst. I will definitely have you all in my mind the coming days. Um, I will. You're east, yeah, but you might still get some of the outer edge storms or not. There's like a likelihood of it. So right now it's simple what I'm doing. I'm just doing half double crochets around this bag, but I'm definitely not going to be hanging around for much longer. I will give this 2 more minutes and then I will have to say goodbye for now and and see what happens next. But I'm definitely going to do some morning lives US time. Might have a few night ones, but everything is going to depend. Yeah, wind and rain sucks. The rain mainly, ugh, and well, wind can be destructive as well. Here it's just wet, and it's like I checked our weather and it says it's gonna rain all night, but the wind is like minimum. I barely see the leaves move, just a little bit outside. Sleep well, Tank. Was nice to just have you shortly check in. I am also slowly going to close down this one because I actually have to, unfortunately, still work today. My very last day, my very last day, which is gonna be in some aspects super awesome. I am, yeah, sort of looking forward for that. um, Thank you for hanging around. If you're watching or rewatching this live, catching up on everything, which was mainly a bit of, it was weather chat. It was chatting about the summer shopper bag and a little bit about me leaving my corporate job or having the last day today. New adventures ahead, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Um, Definitely going to be more around on YouTube until I figure out what to do next. Um, yeah, I am going to see you on Friday's Yarn Talk video. I'm going to show you some finished objects because I have finished a shawl. I need to get a block still, but I can still show it Friday. But I can also talk to you about a few new projects that I want to start. And then I'm going to say from here on, happy crafting and take care until see you again. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up and thank you for watching all the way to this time, even though if you have been here on the live or if you are rewatching it. Take care and until I see you again. Bye.